Hello to all. The sermon I'm about to read to you is taken from www.joyofsatan.org, which is written by High Priestess Maxine. The Yezidi, the devil worshippers of Iraq. There have been many conflicting articles concerning the Yezidi devil worshippers of Iraq. The Yezidi people originally came from southern Iraq and migrated north to Mount Lalish. It is believed they are descendants of the Assyrians who sought refuge after the fall of Nineveh in 612 BCE. Eridu, also known as Enkidu, was an ancient city in southern Iraq. This was Father Satan's Enki's city. The valley of Batan el-Gol, which is right over the buried ancient city, is now known as the Devil's Hole and Belly of the Beast. The Jordanians and many others consider it to be haunted. Demons had been seen many who have spent the night there, mostly soldiers in bivouac camps. Those who have been there for any length of time claim it has a powerful energy which the followers of the Judeo-Christian Muslim programs labeled as evil. Those who have spent the night there also claim the entire area is bathed in a strange bluish-gray light. Apparitions are also seen. The above information was taken from the book Psychic Warrior by David Morehouse. The author was a United States Army soldier who was hit in the head by a mortar shell while camping with his platoon in that valley and experienced psychic phenomena and abilities he never had before the incident. He was eventually assigned to the United States Army Psychic Warfare Depth. Iraq has many ancient artifacts and evidence of Satan. Mount Lalish is near the ancient Assyrian city of Nineveh, and along a 300-mile stretch are the Ziyaras, the 7 towers of Satan with the center of tower on Mount Lalish. The 7 towers of Powerhouse, a high white cone-shaped structure with bright rays flashing from its pinnacle. 7 towers, the towers of Satan, Ziyaras. 6 of them trapezoidal in form and one dead center on Mount Lalish shaped like a sharp fluted point. The Satanic Rituals by Anton Levy. The above expert is also an allegory, as the center is the odd one out, the heart chakra. It does have power, but not the power of the strongest chakra of the soul, the 666 chakra of the sun. The powers of the heart chakra are minimal. This is why the enemy is always touting it in the mainstream books and in the New Age dogma out there that is readily available to the public. Each tower is topped by a brilliant holographic reflector and was intended to serve a powerhouse from where a satanic Yezidi priest could beam his will to influence events in the world. The Yezidi have often been described as a secretive people who are not permitted to reveal their religion to outsiders. They keep their real beliefs hidden. Modern Yezidism has changed somewhat from the old ways due to outside interference. The Yezidi people have been severely persecuted and are very suspicious of outsiders. It is obvious their doctrines have been altered to conform to Christian beliefs, as in the Quran al-Yezid. Satan dictates he is a god, and in other places it reads he is an archangel. Satan dictated the Al-Jilwa directly to Yezidi prophet Sheikh Adi in the 12th century. The Al-Jilwa is the most important doctrine in Satanism, and every Satanist should be familiar with its teachings. I asked Satan if the Al-Jilwa was from him, and he confirmed it was, but stated that the Muslims altered some of the Yezidi doctrines. The Yazidis have been victims of mass murder and genocide at the hands of others, mainly those of the Christian and Muslim regions. In the year 1415 CE, Muslims desecrated and burned the tomb of Sheikh Adi, ransacking his grave and removing his bones and burning them in front of the Yazidis. Some of the Yezidi multitude they took as prisoners and made slaves of them, and the others they murdered. Badr al-Din further ordered the execution of 200 members of the sect and had Sheikh Adi's bone disinterred and burned. In 1892, Farik Omar Pasha invited several Yezidi chiefs to Mosul. His agenda was to collect 20 years of back taxes and to try to convert them to Islam. A few Christians were present at the meeting. He began to tell them that if they would give up their dealer worship, they would be rewarded with a high place and rank and would please the great Allah. When they refused to answer, Farik threw them into prison, marched on their village, and slew about 500 of them. Most Yazidis are illiterate, and the few doctrines they have are passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. In order to avoid persecution, the Yazidi people have purposely deceived outsiders concerning their beliefs and doctrines. This explains why there are so many conflicting accounts of their faith. The Yazidis have very few scriptures in the Al-Jula. Satan instructs, "I lead to the straight path without a book." Malak Taus taught first by oral tradition and secondly by his book Jilwa. The Yazidi people are forbidden to say the name Shaitan. They refer to Satan as Malak Taus. Malak means king. He is known as the peacock angel because of his beauty and pride. He is the proud one and ruler of the earth. He is a god of light rather than of darkness and is concerned with the destinies of the world. The Yazidis represent Satan by both the peacock and the snake. The peacock represents the beauty of the worshipped god, and the snake represents his wisdom because he is both beautiful and wise. Their holy relic is the copper sanjak, an image of the peacock. The Yazidis play the flute and the tambourine and at their festivals and dance, a worship which led to every excess of debauchery and lust. The Jalwa and the Resh are the authentic holy scriptures of the Yazidis. The Yazidis not only acknowledge the loss of many copies of their scriptures but also Sheikh Haidar's recording of the Book of Resh. The latter, no doubt the Resh scriptures was set down from memory. The Yazidis indeed avoid mentioning the very name Satan or any of his attributes and have kept themselves aloof for centuries. Their books are a mystery. They also are forbidden to wear the color blue, as this is the secret color of Satan. The Yazidis sometimes use the name Ankar for Satan and the name Angar Manui for Ariman in Zoroastrianism. The Mishaf scripture Rash Black, the Yazidis belief, was written by Sheikh Hassan al-Basri, has been called black because the word Satan is covered in it. It measures 28 x 21 centimeters and has a letter cover. The Yazidis also have a reputation for being adepts at black magic. The Yazidis, Their Life and Beliefs by Sami Said Ahmed, 1975. Adventures in Arabia among the Bedouins, Druses, Whirlings, Dervishes, and Yazidi devil worshippers by W. B. Seabrook, 1927. Yazidism, Its Background, Observance, and Textual Tradition by Philip G. Crayenbroek, 1995. I bid. The Yazidis, A Study in Survival by G. S. Guest, 1987. Peacock Angel by E. S. Drover, 1941. I bid. The Yazidis, Their Life and Beliefs by Sami Said Ahmed, 1975. I bid. Devil Worship, 1990. The Sacred Book and Tradition of the Yazidi by Isaiah Joseph. Thank you for listening, and hail Satan.